Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Hey Funk Royalty Files fam, welcome back to another episode where we dive into the world of social justice and explore how systemic injustices affect real people's lives. We're talking about a story that hit close to home for many in Prince George's and Charles counties, two Maryland communities with some of the highest concentrations of Black homeownership in the country. These areas were once considered a safe haven for working-class folks, especially those in the federal government. But under President Trump's administration, many of these workers lost their jobs as part of a massive reduction in force. Now you might be wondering, what does this have to do with Funk Royalty Files? Well, my friends, it's all about understanding how our systems are designed to perpetuate inequality and hurt the very people who need protection. When federal workers, often Black and brown folks, lose their jobs, it doesn't just affect them, it affects entire families and communities. According to a report by the Congressional Budget Office, over 100,000 federal employees lost their jobs in 2021 alone as part of Trump's efforts to overhaul the government. And for many, this wasn't just a layoff, it was a hostile firing, often without severance pay or adequate support. So, what happens when these workers lose their livelihoods? Well, my friends, it's not just about individual hardship, it's about community disruption. In Prince George's and Charles counties, many of these workers were also homeowners, thanks in part to the federal government's housing programs. But without a steady income, those homes are at risk of foreclosure. The economic impact is devastating. According to a report by the Urban Institute, the number of foreclosures in these communities has skyrocketed since Trump took office. And it's not just about financial hardship. It's also about the loss of community leadership and institutions that once held our communities together. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what can we do? Well, my friends, this is where Funk Royalty Files comes in. We're not just talking about stories, we're talking about solutions. We need to hold our leaders accountable for these systemic injustices and demand change. So, if you're a resident of Prince George's or Charles County who is affected by federal workforce reductions, we want to hear from you. Share your story with us, and let's work together to build a more just society.